Second now.
We weren't sure where you were at, but what we can tell you
No,
is...
I'm I just gotta find my newest one here.
Well, Christina's going to. Who was Dr. McIntosh?
McIntosh. You just put that at like 4:15 here.
No, that was Dr. McNeil and I don't know. Dr. McNeil, Dr. Greenwood,
I've never seen him.
Dr.
I've never seen him or heard the name before or anything.
No, there's no Dr. McIntosh there.
Unless it was some...
Just a list of all, this is a list, just so you can see, of all the medications that have gone through the pharmacy, which obviously is most important.
Yeah.
Oh, the doctor in Seward, that was nice enough too.
Yeah.
My surgery and my injury, no doctors in Seward.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Henderson. Henderson was his name. No? Shocker, Dr. McIntosh sent it.
The Penstead, that's the...
No, see right there, Dr. McIntosh.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
That was your right clinic.
But her name was Lynette.
The doctor that I'd never seen.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently he was writing these scripts, but I've never seen it before. I had one visit with him. It was a very nice visit. The Orion Pain Clinic in Vancouver. It was a very nice visit. We talked, casually like this back and forth, and left the office, and he came downstairs and talked to the clinician and stuff, and I threatened him, and I was freaking out, throwing stuff, and all this stuff. And sitting there going, but yeah, I guess he was writing those scripts.
Yes, ma'am.
To take that with you and just compare those
please.
receipts you have.
Please.
And that will put us in a little bit better
Sure, yeah.
back and revisit some of this, and that way...
yeah, sorry, this is one of the steps, ma'am. Sorry about that.
Oh,
that's one of the smaller ones, like this one from November of last year is $200.
So let's back up to tell you where we can go from today. If I can take this, you can get this reimbursed to you and subsequent to you. But what we do have is we couldn't tell whether you had a new pharmacist or not, so we could put a new one for you.
Thank you. So what you get covered with it tonight?
So you know what's not right. It was approved yesterday. And what's covered is the 450 Percocet and 30 oxycontin for 30 days.
So we the 20 milligram one?
So we will have to update it for the future. We'll update it as your doctor sees you. But I think we can all agree that this is really not a good path to stay on.
No. Oh, no, not at all.
I think one of our goals, we have a pharmacist that works for us, and part of the role that she has is to look and say, what kind of a profile of medications have you been on, et cetera.
I've been on every nerve inhibitor that just when I was 10. I've been on every muscle first of my medications. This is to be like
the beginning.
Something I jumped on, and then
we also could see, because there's a program that the pharmacies have to do. They have to log what prescriptions you have.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a copy of those records as well. We've just been able to obtain that.
Yeah.
So I think where we would like to go with this is to have a psychological assessment in February.
Yeah.
We'll glean a number of pieces of information about further treatment, et cetera. Because we have a pharmacist, and we also have
I think I have very good
a medical advisor that does work with addiction.
The last pharmacy, that's the thing, I'm not addicted. I don't get addicted.
Get addicted with chronic
I put my methadone down my sink. I mean, I go through
more
the
than
withdrawal.
documented.
I go through mental withdrawal.
I think what we're saying is this is not, we're not talking about street drug addiction here. We're
Yeah.
not talking that. What happens, though, is your body will become accustomed to taking drugs to try and control the pain.
Yeah, that's why I stopped them every 3 to 5 months. I stopped taking them to see what my pain level was at.
Yeah.
Like, I am on a program with my doctor about this. It's not something that she just throws medication at and tells me to forget about it. And as for a pharmacist, I didn't really get along well with the last pharmacist. Having them hold my medication that I paid for it and make me pay for it when I'm in pain, I'm not into that again. That was
but I
really
think
bad.
there's lots of other options, and I think we
Okay.
need to have somebody have a look at this and say.
Yeah, I would like to
what
talk
are
about
those?
that first before I commit to anything like that, because
Nobody's
the last
asking
one
you
was
to
just
do that.
horrible.
No one's asking you to do that
Okay.
at this stage. I think what we need to do
Yeah.
is, I guess, let's put the pink elephant in the room. I think you have some trust issues with that
Oh, huge.
because of
I mean,
what's happened over the
After
last
being
time.
told on the phone, over a dozen times my claim's costing too much money, and no. For my adjudicator, I mean, of course I'm going to have trust issues. I mean, being threatened by psychologists and adjudicators, of course I'm going to have trust issues, I mean, this is what led us to Mr. Mark Evans and stuff, right? I got fed up and started getting very boisterous, and we made videos, and, I mean, I'm looking at this like it's a fight for my life. You know what I mean? My kids, my life, I wasn't going to stop.
I understand that.
To try and get the right medical treatment I needed.
And what our goal is to move forward as well.
Yeah, us too. I mean, I don't have time for this. We're both getting sicker by the day, we don't have...
Okay. No, that's
Yeah, I mean, the next step for us was Vancouver, we're homeless at the end of the month, and, we're in league with a bunch of homeless shelters and stuff, too, do a documentary about, with 2 production companies, about exactly that. I mean, it's just me, but...
But this homeless issue is big.
But I mean, I'd like to get over these trust
Personal.
issues and actually have a working dialogue with someone who doesn't threaten me, doesn't intimidate me, doesn't extort me like what's happened over the last 4 years.
I think we would like the same from you.
I would,
I think we want to have a dialogue with you.
More than happy to.
I think our staff want to feel unthreatened.
Yeah.
And I think we want to move beyond that too.
Oh, very much so.
It's difficult for us when, we understand why you don't trust us. We can get that. We really can. I mean, we can sit here, we can look at both of you, we can see Christine's card, you've been attacking, you've been receiving these records, you've been trying to do the best you can to support your husband and your family. We see that. We can see that you're in pain. We can see that you're still having difficulty. We can read that in medical reports. We also have to feel confident too that we can partner with you to try and get you in the seat.
Yes.
Because it does require a partnership. We can make all the decisions in a little iron power if you like. That's not what the system's about. Because we can't make decisions for you that impact your life. We need to work together to do that.
Well, I mean, and this is where I come to, like the meeting I had with Mr. Jim Whitehead about vocational rehab. He sat there and told me to my face that work has nothing to do with my life. Work is my life.
I agree with you. It has everything to do
This is one of your employees telling me that I've seen your employee. He's, vocational rehab officer for how many years? He's telling me that work has nothing to do with my life. And that was so insulting. I just about cried. I mean, my life is my work. What defines a person, what they do.
So I think we recognize from you that it's going to take some effort on our part to earn your trust. And
it's not even effort, it's fair treatment. That's all I've ever asked for, that's all I've ever wanted. I want nothing extraordinary,
And what you're going to get is we're going to have ups and downs. There will be times I would expect that you're not going to be happy with what we do.
That goes with any system, right?
You're right, and we will communicate, we will commit. I commit here that we will communicate with you, that we will do in-person meetings if we have to. We will give you answers to your questions, good, bad, or otherwise, and that we will justify our decisions. We're accountable to explain to you why and what we're doing and what evidence we're considering in making our decisions. So there is a lot of opportunity here. I'm feeling so much more optimistic now than I was last week.
Well, I'm not thinking really lunatic. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. It was the only time I got angry was when people were coming at me, adjudicators and Social Security, when they were actually being rude with me. So, I mean, of course, you're going to get it right back.
And one thing when you've been doing this as long as we have is you see the forces combine, right? And they're downward spiral.
Yeah.
One action leads to another action, which leads to another action.
Yes.
And rarely goes up.
But
we're wanting to take it up this time.
Yeah, and through the history of compensation, I mean, it speaks for itself, right? I mean, I was in Richmond rehab for 9 months. I see people jump off the roof, to the defense. I mean,
and nobody wants to be injured.
No.
I'm scared.
No one ever wants to be injured or put in a situation or anything like that. I mean, I certainly didn't want